Your eyes widened seeing what you did. You took the papers and saw it was all ruined, making you sigh. Oh no, what I did! You pouted sadly and carefully collected all the paper from the table. You immediately hid them in the locker before he could come. It took him 2 days to actually make the presentation for his new project. What should I do? You sighed, thinking about all this. I'll rewrite all this in midnight when he will sleep. I just have to make sure that I don't fall asleep at night before him. At the same time, you heard his voice. Why come down, princess? Dinner is ready. Or should I come? You panicked and replied back quickly. No, no, I'm coming. You immediately wiped the water from the nightstand and floor and then immediately ran to dining room where he's waiting for you. Time skip after dinner. Why you always behave like you are in rush? Look, you got cut on your palm. Maid were getting hot chocolate in dining room. He was scolding you continuously as while running for chocolate you slipped and fell near life and you got a cut in your palm. Where are you lost? You're listening to me? He said sternly, making you gulp and look at him. I'm sorry, you said. Wine and mine. Thai is still scolding me, but the problem is now how will I manage to type all the paper fast with this injury? Should I tell him? Wine in mind. No, no, Wine, we can do this. Fighting. You were busy in thought when you felt being picked up and laid on bed. Thai pecked your pouty lips and asked you to sleep. He started patting your back as usual. Sleep well. Time skip after 40 minutes. You blinked your eye multiple times to control your sleep. You looked at him to see he was sleeping carefree. You smiled and tried to separate yourself from him. Ash, he's holding me too tight as if someone will rob me away from him. You tried your best, but instead of losing, he tightened his grip on you. You took a deep breath and finally took the risk and slid down and came out of his tight embrace. You took a glance at him if he is fine. Now I can go and work in his study room. Good night, love. I'll come soon. At least I'll try my best. Peck his forehead and left. You took out the laptop and started typing all the things again and attached everything to the printer. You were determined to complete the work. While typing, you were facing a little difficulty since your hand was already injured and wanted to give up. No, Wyan, don't think like that. You just have to copy the presentation. It shouldn't take too long. Come on. You motivated yourself and continued the work. Time skip after 3 hours. Why you feel too squishy, baby? He said while hugging the pillow tight. He wanted to peck your forehead, but he didn't felt your soft skin, instead a piece of cotton. He frowned and opened his eyes. His eye widened when he saw he's hugging a pillow, not you. Where is she? He thought. His hand searched for his phone. He saw it. It was 1 a.m. It's too late. Where is she? He got worried and immediately went out to search for you. Tai peeked into Yeji and Ryujin's room, but you weren't there. He got more worried. But did Tina did something? He shrugged the thought as he knew she wouldn't dare to do so. He was thinking all this when he finally entered the study room where lights were turned on. He came inside with a confused face. But I did switch off the light, I remember. His eyes then stick with your tiny figure dozing on chair. You were about to fall on floor when he immediately ran there to hold you. Because of sudden movement, you got alert and opened your eye. Huh? I'm almost done with my work, you said, making Thai frown and look at you and asked, what are you doing here this late? And Ryan, you're injured. How it started bleeding again? He asked with concern and held your hand gently. You noticed the injury making your eye widen. Oh, I didn't notice when it started bleeding. I'm sorry. What is wrong? Tell me now, he said as he opened his desk and took out bandage. He folded his hand around his chest, giving you his scary vibe, and asked, why and what is it? I'm sorry, you said, being nervous. You showed him the paper which you destroyed and took out the printout which you wrote now. I accidentally spilled water on it. Tomorrow you have meeting on this. You would have scolded me, or you had to work up at night to complete this. That's why. Only last 2 pages are left. Wait, I'll do it quick, you said, trying to touch the laptop when he held your wrist and asked, since when are you working here, princess? He asked in his husky voice, making you gulp. It's not like that. You got cut by him. Time, Ryan, time. Now. From when are you working here with those injured hands of yours? You gulped and looked at him. From past 3 hours, he replied. He was hell shocked and massaged his template and said, I'll treat your injury and you'll go and sleep. You are angry from me, right? You asked, but he stayed silent. You again asked him, but still he didn't say anything. Thai's attention went to you when he felt water droplet on his hand while treating your hand. He looked at you to see you were crying. Ryan called out your name softly and pulled you in his arm. Hey, don't cry, please. I did that for you, but you are giving me silent treatment, you said. He rubbed her back to calm her down and kiss her red eye. He made you drink water and carried you in their shared room. Thai laid you on the soft mattress. He turned off the light. He didn't pull her in his arm. Wayne was waiting for his action. He sighed when he felt your gaze on himself continuously. You slowly shifted to him, hugging him and keeping his arms around your waist. Not now, princess. You angrily pouted and said in an angry tone, That's my right. You can't take that away from me. He looked at you with concern. Why the hell you worked with your injured hands, huh? I told you to work. You could have told me. I am angry, he said. He was about to push you back, but you buried yourself in his chest and snuggled on it. No, I'll not leave. I have really spoiled you, didn't I? You hit him in his chest and said, I just didn't wanted you to overwork because of me. You are mean. Instead of being thankful, you are thankful for hurting yourself, he said in almost yelling tone. After hearing his tone, you let go of him. You stood up and sat on bed with teary eye. You soon felt his hand wrap around your tiny waist. Dare to do this again and I'm not gonna talk to you for a whole week. You shook your head as no and hugged him back. He laid you to bed and pulled you up and you were about to wrap your arm around his neck, but he held your hand. He didn't wanted you to do anything else for those injured hands. He pulled you more close, deepening the moment. After a while, he pulled out and kept his head on yours and took a deep breath. He placed a few soft on your delicate neck. You held your night dress tightly. He brushed his nose against yours. I can't see you in pain. Next time, if you repeat this, then be ready for punishment. You smiled and hugged him tightly as he forgave you. I love you, princess. Love you too, Mr. Mafia. Time skipped to next day. You were sitting in front of the mirror doing your hair, whereas Ty was sitting on bed checking the files. The meeting is delayed by 2 hours. You nodded and proceeded to tie your hair in ponytail, but suddenly felt being lifted up and he made you sit on dressing table. Why you tie your hairs? He said as he slowly removed the rubber band from your hairs. They are messy whole time, but that make you look adorable. Adorable mess the whole time. You blushed at his statement. I thought to punish you for your last night's sin, he said. But you forgave me already. What if I don't? You pouted, making him chuckle when he whispered in your ear. Oh, your eye widened at his word and you immediately said, No, I'll not do that. Then should I start giving? And I'm telling you, I won't stop easily. You looked at him with doe eyes as he chuckled and said, I am waiting, cutie. Start from here. He pointed toward his cheek. He slowly bent and pecked his cheek. Then he pointed toward his tip of nose. You gulped and pecked the tip of his nose quickly. Your heart almost stopped after you saw a mole near his lips. Ty noticed that and smirked at your condition. Come on, Ryan. You saw that, didn't you? He said with his naughty smirk. Stop, don't tease me. I haven't even properly started yet. He started kneeling close. He pecked them softly and said, I'll show you the next one. He was about to unbutton his shirt when you held his hand and said, No, not anymore. You embraced him, trying to avoid the situation. He gave you a soft, I hate you, you said in low voice. He laughed and said, I love you too. The couple was busy in their moment, but an evil eye on watching them and whispered, Now this will not last forever. I have planned out something to get Ryujin get out of here. Tai will himself do that. Now this love story will come to end fast.